Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to look at Synthetix and ask the question, would I buy or should you buy SNX, not financial advice, in the bear market? This is installment 61 of 1001. As always, you can see a link to the entire playlist in the description of this video. And if you like this content, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go ahead and dive right on into this. Would I buy SNX in the bear market? Well, let's talk about Synthetix first, because I'm trying to think about this. My general thought is yes, that I can see it putting in a higher high next cycle, and that's the name of the game. Will this put in a higher high or will it not? This is a cryptocurrency that, looking at the chart here, it's hard to determine whether or not I would label this as an upcoming second cycle cryptocurrency or third cycle. I would tend to say second cycle, which means we have to take a lot more of a look at the fundamentals. In other words, we can't just look at the chart and see, oh, it put in a higher high, it didn't put in a higher high, and then base it off of that. We can see that Synthetix went from 62 cents up to $32 for about a 50x from its launch date to its peak. And so it did very well. And it's down about 90%, more than 90% from its peak. Let me see those official numbers. 93.02% as of right now. Got as far down as 99 cents, which means that it got as far down as 96, 95%, something like that, from its peak to its bottom. That is a cryptocurrency that is very intriguing to me if I believe that it can put in a higher high. Now, fundamentally, there are a lot of things with Synthetix that I'm not so sure about. And I'm not talking about I just don't know the information. I'm just more so not sure what this is going to look like in the future. So we're going to look at tokenomics and things like that. We're going to look at other things. So the first thing that I want to say, we need to talk about what is Synthetix. And, I can go to this article here, but let me just summarize this article. And this is stuff that I've already known, but I wanted to see it from, I just wanted to see a recap of what this article was talking about. So with Synthetix, here's the deal. You can create something called a synth if you have the SNX token. A synth can be something that is supposed to be pegged to something like gold, to something like a specific stock like Amazon. I have seen, and I'm not sure, I saw this on PancakeSwap at least, I saw something that was supposed to be pegged to the price of Amazon stock. And so you can see, you can create synths that are pegged apparently to something like gold or silver or a stock. And then hopefully the peg stays. Now, the reason why I'm skeptical of this is because what I saw with not the synth, but with something that was trying to do what Synthetix does is I saw that depeg. I saw the Amazon synth, but non-synth, depeg from the stock price. And so here's my question, and I want to see this get answered, is there a threat of that happening in the future? Because, when I'm making this in the crypto bear market of 2022, 2023, heading into 2024, et cetera, there's a lot of fear in the market with things like a synth. And the big thing that I'm thinking about right now is the UST stablecoin. So many people lost so much money because UST depegged from the dollar. And so what are we seeing with these synths? Well, the thing that I read that I didn't know about before doing research on this is that anyone can create a synth. And I want to know more about the process of the creation of each particular synth and how is it pegged and all that kind of stuff. Now, one thing that I do know for sure is that it is collateralized big time. And what I read on this website is that it's collateralized 750%. And so that is supposed to be, at least in principle, the thing that keeps the synth pegged to the price of the stock or the gold or whatever. I want to do more research on that because this is not something that I've used myself. I've never owned SNX token. I have known about SNX. I am intrigued by SNX because especially, again, I mentioned that I saw something like this on PancakeSwap. What if there was a SNX USDT pair that was generating yield? And so instead of owning dollars and Amazon stock, you owned a synth of Amazon and in UST, and you generated what, 20% annual yield on that? That sounds pretty phenomenal. That sounds way better than owning the actual stock if it doesn't depeg. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by Synthetix. I'm intrigued by SNX, the token. And as the token goes, it will be based off of, can this thing actually work in the future? And will there be more mainstream adoption? As of right now, I'm a little bit skeptical with that, but there's potential. There's a lot of potential, and I like buying cryptocurrencies with potential. Because people are going to buy it based on the hype. And so the big thing I want to look at is their tokenomics. It was pretty difficult to find info on their tokenomics, but this is the best that I could find. So in terms of token emissions, SNX is an inflationary token. It will inflate into perpetuity, which is fine with me. But here we go. According to the technical documentation, inflation will decrease by a rate of 1.25% per week until an annualized inflation rate of 2.5% is achieved by September of 2023. And so 2.5%, I've seen better, I've seen worse. That is actually, I would say, on the better side. And so you don't need to worry about as much about the market being flooded with SNX tokens. Now, the team after the ICO was initially allotted a 20% supply with specific vesting schedules. That has me a little bit concerned, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was a team that believes in their product. And so again, will SNX put in a higher high? I think it's certainly possible, which means that from today's price, the price of the day that I'm making this video, that would be a 13x. 13x back to its previous cycle top, and who knows beyond that. This is one that I would be okay with buying. It's not necessarily something that I plan on buying, but one that, again, that I would say I'm okay with buying. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section of this video. I mean, this is a very intriguing project. If there's adoption for this, watch out. This could be huge. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you plan on buying SNX in the bear market, or are you going to look in other directions? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, I hope you have a great day, great rest of your week, and I will see you in another video. Peace.